Welcome to the United Nations Police English Language Assessment. This assessment consists of two parts, the reading comprehension and a mission-related story with a question and answer sheet which contains 10 questions related to the key facts of the story. You will also be given a blank sheet of paper for your note-taking. Any notes that you take on the blank sheet you are allowed to keep throughout the exam. Read the text very carefully. You may write on the test as you wish. You will not be graded for any marking made on the test itself, only on the question and answer sheet. After reading the test, answer the 10 questions on the question and answer sheet. Be sure to include the entire key fact in your answer. It is not necessary to write in grammatically complete sentences. It is highly recommended that you use the blank sheet of paper for important notes from the reading. These notes will be essential for part 2 of the assessment. You will be able to keep only the sheet of paper with your notes for the second part of the exam. Keep the test and question and answer sheet face down until you are asked to start. You will have 20 minutes to complete the reading comprehension. The instructor will indicate when these 20 minutes begin. The instructor will then announce when there are 5 remaining minutes and when there is 1 final minute. After the 20 minutes have passed, the instructor will collect the reading test and the question and answer sheet. You will keep the written notes that you made on the blank sheet of paper for the second part of the assessment. Please write your full name, your individual test serial number, and other details clearly in the space provided on the question and answer sheet you receive. Good luck.
From the audio, we have learned that you are going to use the comprehension together with the audio that you listen to write your report. You are going to use the comprehension essay and the audio together to write a complete report. So we need the comprehension text plus the audio that we listen to get the full report. That is why you will be given a blank sheet so that you take notes from the comprehension. You'll be given a blank sheet so that you take note from the comprehension, which you will use together with the one you hear from the audio to write your report. So to get a good report for this story, shooting incident at Moonlight nightclub, we need to read the comprehension, then get our point from the comprehension, then we will continue. So let's continue with the reading of the comprehension. One also key fact is that as you are reading your comprehension, you underline the important the things in it, the who, where, when, what, and the how. You underline them as you read your comprehension. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we always say that anytime that you are reading your comprehension test, indicate on it paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3 on each paragraph, so that when you are looking for your answers, you know which paragraph you saw the answer, so that in case that you are writing your report, you know which point should come first. If you take your point anyhow without indicating that this one is paragraph 1, I took this question and answer or this point from paragraph 2, when you are writing your report, the comprehension text will not be with you. The comprehension test will be taken away from you. So after they have taken the comprehension test and you don't remember the full story, it will be difficult for you to know which point is supposed to be. So as you are reading on, you indicate on your paper paragraph 1 for the first paragraph, paragraph 2 for the second paragraph, so that any place that you pick a point, you will know where you took it from. We have also learned that the 10 questions that they will ask in the comprehension, The 10 questions that they will ask in the comprehension are part of the 20 key points that they need in your essay or your report writing. The 10 points, that the 10 key points, the 10 questions, they are needed in your essay writing. So if you are writing your report, you need to include the 10 questions that was asked in the report. If you include the 10 points that were asked in the report, you have already gotten 10 out of 20 from the report. So the audio is 10 out of 20. So we have learned that you need these 10 questions in your report. So let's continue reading the text that we are using for our assignment today. The first part, he said, at 3:45 hours, 18 February 2012, the police officer at Fontana Police Station, let's underline Fontana Police Station, received a telephone call from the nightclub Moonlight, located at Cedar Street, 37, Fontana. The caller identified himself as Leonardo. We underline that one too. The bartender of the nightclub. He is the bartender of the nightclub. He stated that a fatal shooting had taken place there 15 minutes earlier. A police patrol team consisting of UM police, local police, and an interpreter was dispatched to the scene and arrived at 4 o'clock hours. One local officer and one OMPO officer stayed at the entrance of the nightclub in order to control entry into the building. A second team consisting of another OMPO officer, a local officer, and the interpreter entered the bar, where they found the body of a male about 35 to 40 old lying near the bar on the floor. He appeared to have one gunshot on the chest. Let's underline this one too. The OMPO officer checked the pulse of the victim and said that the male was dead. After a detailed search of the building, the local officer recovered one empty 9mm bullet case on the floor near the bar. The OMPO officer radioed control to seek the assistance from the criminal investigation and forensic at the scene. So assistance from who? The criminal investigation. Let's continue. The local police officer interviewed Leonardo, who stated that he had been working in the bar since November 2001. He had not seen what happened, but one of the waitresses witnessed the incident. Follow-up report 2. So you indicate this place to paragraph 2, as I've indicated. Investigators and forensic arrived at the scene at 5 o'clock. Investigators and forensic arrived at the scene at 5 o'clock hours. You underline that one too. They first interviewed waitress Anna Maria, age 32. Let's underline this one too. She stated that she had been a waitress in the nightclub since February 2001. Let's underline this one. She stated that around 3:30 hours on February 2012, Shaban, the owner of the motor vehicle, Shaban, let's underline this one, the owner of the Moonlight nightclub, and Issa, a regular customer. Let's underline this one. A regular customer were drinking together. They suddenly began to argue and shout at each other. Shaban pushed Issa, who then grabbed a knife and threatened to stab if he didn't leave him alone. In reaction, Shaban drew his pistol and shot Issa. He then fled in a black Mercedes. Let's underline this one too. Anna Maria stated that Issa had been a drug dealer in business with Shaban. Issa, a drug dealer in business with Shaban. but the business was falling in recent months and led to argument between the two men. She felt he would try to leave the country if he could. The police transmitted the description and photograph of Shaban to all border crossings. Follow-up report 2. So we indicate paragraph 3 here. The body of the deceased was taken to mortuary for forensic examination. On 19 February, an autopsy was conducted at this one to you underline. Oh. Hours and revealed the cause of death was a single fatal gunshot wound in the heart. And a 9mm bullet was recovered from the body. This one to you underline. It's important. The initial investigation identified the deceased at Issa, a 38-year-old male. No other trauma was found on the body. So, follow-up report, we indicate here paragraph 4. At 19 o'clock hours, 21st February 2012, the border police intercepted a black Mercedes car bearing the registration number Moonlight 1. So you underline this one too. The border police officer noticed that the driver was extremely nervous during a search of the trunk. Police recovered 9mm Beretta pistol that was hidden in the trunk of his car. He was unable to present any documents which could establish legal ownership of the pistol. He was thus detained on suspicion of possession an illegal weapon. Suspicion of possession illegal weapon, and turned over to the local police, who transported the suspect to the Fontana Detention Center. Let's underline this one. Oh. Follow-up report 4. Let's indicate paragraph 5. At 9 o'clock hours, 22nd February 2012, an investigation team went to the Fontana Detention Center to interview the suspect, who stated investigation went to Fontana Detention Center to interview. Let's underline that one too. The suspect, who stated that his full name was Shaban Meheti. He had known the deceased since boyhood, and in recent years, they had done some business together. Shaban denied that he committed the murder. However, when asked about the weapon that had been recovered from the trunk of his car, he could not produce any legal document of ownership. He then revealed that he and the victim had been running an illegal drug business since 2000. During the last couple of months, Issa had incurred heavy losses in the business, which had led to a strained relationship between the two. Shaban was ready to sever business ties with Issa and had repeatedly asked him to settle his dues. On the day of murder, he admitted that he punched Issa. When Issa threatened to stab him, he shot him in the chest. Upon the receipt of the forensic report and considering all the evidence, the investigation unit submitted the report to the court, charging Shaban Meheti with murder and illegal possession of arms. So let's underline this one. of firearm. Further investigation in February resulted in a charge of dealing drugs. Let's underline this one too. So we are done. So we go to the questions. Question 1. So we will have a new sheet, so that we will be taking our note from the comprehension from on that sheet. So notes. Gosh. So as we have known that the 10 questions that will be asked in the comprehension test, they are the only important note needed from the text. You don't need to copy anything that is not needed. The only important thing that is needed in the text, in the comprehension text, are the question that was asked. So question 1: where did the investigation team go to interview the suspect? Investigation team interviewing suspect. So location suspect was interviewed. Oh, the computer is freezing. Let's go and look for the answer. After that, we will come. Location suspect was into investigation team went to. Good. So it's here. It's in paragraph 5. At 9 o'clock, I was filming an investigation team went to Fontana Detention Center to interview suspect. Good. So you copy this one. Oh. Good. So Fontana Detention Center. Fontana Detention Center. Because we don't have time, we cannot write everything. So I'm only writing what is important. So location suspect was interviewed. Fontana Detention Center. And because this one is your note that you are taking, if you are answering the comprehension, you just write Fontana Detention Center. This one will just help you in your note. If it is not necessary, you can even leave this one out. Fontana Detention Center. That is all. So question 2, let's go. Let's look at the question 2. So in this case, if you take your note like this, you indicate which part of the how to call it, the comprehension test you found this answer. So you could see that this is found in paragraph 5. Paragraph 5. The answer is found in paragraph 5. So you indicate beside your note, Fontana Detention Center, paragraph 5. Question 2. Then let's go to question 2. Question 2. What kind of illegal business did the suspect and the victim run? Illegal business. We know it's drug business, but let's see where we will find that illegal business. Anna Maria stated that, okay. Anna Maria stated they're in business, in drug business. Let's look at where they were interviewing the suspect. Good. He revealed that he and the victim has been running an illegal drug business. Good. So, illegal drug business. Let's write it on our notes. Business, an illegal drug business. So this one can be found in which, let's see the paragraph that we found this answer. It can also be found in paragraph 2. So you indicate paragraph 2 on the notes, on your note, paragraph 2. Question 3. Question 3. What time was the autopsy conducted? Time of autopsy. Time of autopsy. On 19th February, an autopsy was conducted at 08 o'clock hours. So, time autopsy was conducted. Are they? Where they? Then. Very soon, yeah. Time autopsy was conducted on 19 February. At 8 o'clock hours. Let's continue. 4. What was the cause of death? What was the cause of death? So the time the autopsy was conducted, let's look at the paragraph that we found that question. It is in paragraph 3. I think the cause will be also here. The cause of death was a single fatal gunshot wound in the heart. So it's also in paragraph 3. So paragraph 3. This one is also in paragraph 3. Question 5. What was the make and caliber of weapon hidden in the trunk of the car? What was the make and caliber of the weapon hidden in the car? So let's go to our notes. Make and caliber. Make and caliber of weapon. Let's see the make and caliber of the weapon the make and caliber. This is autopsy and the border. Okay, the police recovered a 9. Good. Police recovered a 9 Beretta pistol. It is in paragraph. Let's change the paragraph. It's in paragraph 4. Number 6. We have taken our time in doing it because, how do you call it? We are learning. But if you are doing it you speed up more. Where the victim was found lying. Where the victim was found lying. Let's check. Where the victim was found lying. Recovered. Found the body of the male about 40 lying near the bar on the floor. Good. Lying near the bar on the floor. That is in paragraph. Let's change the paragraph. That's in paragraph 1. So we continue. Question number 7. Question number 7. Who made the call reporting to the police? Question number 7. Who made the call reporting the shooting incident to the police? So let's see where we can find this answer. Who made the call? Who made the call? The caller identified himself as Leonardo. So who made the call is Leonardo. It's in paragraph 1. Let's go to our notes. Caller. Leonardo. Paragraph 1. Question number 8. Question number 8. What was the registration number of the black Mercedes? So, black Mercedes registration number. The black was intercepted with registration number Moonlight 1. Question number 8. Registration number Moonlight 1. It was found in paragraph 4. Question number 9. Question number 9. What time did the investigations and the forensic arrive at the scene? Time investigations and forensic arrive at the scene. An investigation team went to the Fontana. No, this is not the scene. Investigation and forensic team arrived at the scene at 05 o'clock hours. You go to your notes. Investigating team and forensic team arrived at. So it's in paragraph 2. Oh, no. That one is in paragraph 2. Then the last question is, how many empty bullet casings were found at the scene? Number of bullet casings found at the scene. One gunshot wound on the dead body. Local police officer report. One empty 9mm bullet case. Okay. This is also in paragraph 1. Paragraph 1. So after you have gotten your points like this, and when the comprehension text is taken from you, then you arrange your points. Let's see, paragraph 4. This one is paragraph 1. Let this one go forward. This one will go forward. You arrange your point. Which one will come first and which one will come last? So in paragraph 1, the points that is needed is that we have one empty shell should come in your essay where the victim was found. Let's see if there's another paragraph 1. This is paragraph 4. Leonardo, the caller's name. The caller's name, let's say paragraph 1. That's all we have for paragraph 1. Then let's go to paragraph 2. The time of arrival. This one is in paragraph 2. Illegal business. Let's check the illegal business. Is it in paragraph 2 or paragraph 4? Because I'm sure it is one day. Illegal weapon. Paragraph 5. Detention, interview, and illegal business. So this was in illegal business is in paragraph 5, not in paragraph 2. This was in paragraph 5. Good. So let's look for paragraph 2. I think that is all we have for paragraph 2. Let's see if you have something from paragraph 3. Yes, the cause of death. Paragraph 3. Let's arrange them. Cause of death in paragraph 3. Paragraph 3, we have the cause of death. Let's see, what again? The time of autopsy. The time of autopsy, another paragraph 3. That is all for paragraph 3. Then we go to paragraph 4. What do we have? We have the vehicle registration number. This is paragraph 5, and the make and caliber of the weapon. The make and caliber of the weapon discovered from the vehicle. Then the location for interview, paragraph 5, and the business, paragraph 5. So this is how your story will run. If you are writing your report, your first paragraph must contain only this, the bullet, and where the victim was found, and the caller. So from the story, you see the caller called and reported that this. So let's continue with taking the note from the audio.
Introduction. This is the second section of the UNPOL Combined Language Assessment. It is divided into 2 parts. In the first part, you will hear one person describing the mission-related topic you have just read about in the reading comprehension. It will be introduced as the narrative. In the second part, you will hear a conversation between two people who are discussing the same mission-related topic. It will be introduced as the dialogue. Please be reminded that the use of any computer devices, microphones, books, external notes, or assistance from others is not permitted. Candidates who fail to observe appropriate conduct during this test